So, I believe last time we got some colonies down here in the kind of Western Africa, I suppose. We're also at war with Jol of Mali, Songhai, and Yatenga. And we are bringing in some troops in here. How much do we have? We've got 15,000 men being landed. Also, we got the 7,000 men. Oh, right, yeah, we left 7,000 men behind. And we should probably send in, once we get these transports, I don't know, send like 2,000 men into the Caribbean. Because I suspect that we are going to need some troops in here. Because, for example, this place has an unrest of 25, mostly banditry and rebellions, to be fair. So if we can get some troops in there, that would probably help. Of course, having, not irrigation, but the, oh, right, they're doing something in there. All these are just out of order. Like, getting the garrison in here for level 1 at least would already help quite a bit. Because that's where it shows it right now. But yeah, some of these colonies are a bit, odd with the building set up there. But nonetheless, let's get started, shall we? So one thing that I did realize between the sessions here is that Castile is without an heir, and the ruler is 55 years old. So that is quite substantial, I would say. Right, I suppose we'll just go to Buck over here, and you know what? We'll start blockading some of the Z-zones here. They do have quite a bit of troops. So I'm not entirely sure if our troops will be sufficient. They got Miltech 16, we got 18, so we do have a little bit better troops in general, but I'm not entirely sure how big of an impact that is going to be. But we got the Spanish over there to all the Castilians to the north. They got 17,000, I got 15,000, so overall we got a pretty decent amount. This coast, Castile grabbed most of it, and we had to take the provinces of interest away, unfortunately, because Castile claimed all of it, and they decided that they'd be breaking the alliance if I didn't back down from those, basically. But we do have colonies in Caribbean. We got a little bit colonies down here towards Congo. Actually, we do have port in Congo, which is giving us quite a bit of trade power, so much so that we are getting a trader from here already. So that's pretty nice. Is that it's merchant, okay. I keep mixing those two words quite often. Okay, Tlemcen is no longer valid rival. Oh dear. Hello, Taz, how's it going? Oh right, there's most of the taxes. So we're making over 3 ducats per month right now. Of course, a fair chunk of that is from blockading foreign ports, so that kind of makes sense. And now they're seizing down... Oh right, so we have a fort down here at least. Allegedly. Oh wait, no, I think the fort is on this one. Yeah. This one hasn't got a fort, okay. Hello, Mass, how's it going? So how quickly can we get the siege done at Buck? The problem is that there's so many small provinces in here that it's really difficult to know which province you're actually sieging. And which ones you aren't sieging. Right. Oh. I wonder, could we get this siege done, or are they going... No, they're not. Okay, they're going to Kiang. They might be going to my siege over there. Or my colony in there. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, do I... If I detach a siege, that's going to be what? 2,000 men? 3,000 men. Wait, 1 cannon and 2 infantry. I will go ahead and let them lock in. I will catch them there. We got the better troops, we got cannons, which they do not. They got 2 siege pips though. But if we can capture them in there, which I'm not entirely sure that we are. Really difficult. Okay, so they're... No, they're getting away. Well, we'll catch them in Kiang. Ah, expedition. Caribbean. I think that's the best place to go to. Oh crap, and then they brought in the bigger army to... Spain, help! I mean, well, we won one. We haven't lost the other one quite yet, but we will lose it, no doubt. They got a pretty good general in there. 4 shock. This is wooded flats. It actually doesn't give us a penalty as such, but yeah. Castile Why did I join this bloody war? They are smart. I suppose so. Well, that cost me a lot of troops. Which means, or at least some troops, which means that we should probably... We got some of the transports in here already. So let's just recruit a couple extras and we'll send these to the Caribbean. I don't know, 1, 2... Get a cavalry and a gun, just in case. So that's going to be the start of our colonial army. Well-known Portuguese colonies in the Caribbean. Exactly. I mean, we're currently the only ones in there. Actually, we are the only Europeans in America thus far, because we got the lead on Diplotech. Castile does have the colonial ideas, though. They got Diplo 17, we got 19. So they actually... I don't think I can even reach down here yet. Of course, that's just a matter of time. But then, like, we are 2 techs ahead of them, hence we can probably take most of this and maybe start getting colonial nation in Hispaniola as well. And... Okay, can still embargo in Mali. And we are at war right now. That's a bit odd. Push for the Cape as well. Yeah, I mean, we do have a colony down here, but I'm kind of thinking because we already got 2.5 provinces in here, I suppose. I'd like to get to 5 provinces in the, like, if we have a look at the colonial regions, there's like the islands over here is one, then Hispaniola is another one, and then there's colonial Colombia, which is a massive one, and Mexico and Eastern America and all that. But like getting at least some of these islands here is going to give us a pretty good kind of boost for the trade power in the Caribbean trade node, which is then going to let us divert a lot of trade into the areas that we want the trade to go to. Like, I don't remember what the... for the expeditions, it's probably South Africa. I would need to have Diplo 21, not 21, 20 to get there. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the correct one. That's the one. Right, so where did our army go? I lost track of it already. Oh, here it is. So we're down to 12 units in that one. It's not great, admittedly. Let's gather up the ships. We'll be sending some troops into the colonies. And we can maybe start using those to expand a little bit. Although I'm not entirely sure if the unit quality is going to be quite enough yet to do such things. Okay, are you actually taking care of that or not? Avoiding stronger enemy. Well, bollocks, just go in there. We got cannons. They got, well, they got 1 cannon as well. The okay, the terrain is a bit rough, I do admit. Surely Alberta will be able to win this. Yeah, we won that combat. And go after that. Oh, we can do some more conversions. This will do Banjul. It's not great story. Yeah. Ah, we can get the Miltech, so we can get the tactics advantage as well. Like, where was the previous tactics? It was level 15, so now we actually do have the tactics advantage against the troops down here. And Castile, you're kind of on your own. We are marching all the way down to, all the way down to Rio de Oro. Don't know about MEIOU as well as Vanilla, but you always like holding the Cape because all the money's coming from the East later. I mean, yeah, I'll probably try to get in there, but like I can only do 1 expedition every 2 years, so it's kind of rough. And since we only got 1 colonist thus far, once we unlock the, like, we need to get to admin 20, then we'll get the colonialism ideas, which is going to allow us to get or the chance of succeeding in the expedition is going to go much higher. And I believe you also can speed up the expeditions at some point, and like that's going to make actual colonialism a lot easier. And right now I just want to get the 1 colonial nation at least in America. before I start spreading out any further. Or into more directions, because I just don't have the economy to have one colonist do 5 colonies or something like that. Come on, we need to beat these guys. There we go, now that's a sec one. Right, back to do some rebel suppression down here. And I suppose we could do a little bit down that way as well. No, this is on the last patch for Emperor. They are planning on making a version that is gonna be like the 10.33, oh, 1.33, sorry. But like that's not out yet, I don't think. At least I've not seen them announce it. But like there's a worker. Well, it is in the works at least. Right, so we wanted to land some troops down here. It's a bit of a long distance, but it should be fine. Like just then for balancing. Yeah. I mean, they probably just disable a lot of the stuff in there, quite frankly. Right, so do we still have room for more troops? Not right now. I suppose we did kind of have to send in a lot of troops down south. Or across the waters, rather. How much we don't have any loot. Right, so why is the war goal anyway? Conquers of Gajur. It's not that one. Oh, Castilian conquest. Oh, bloody hell. This game desperately. Oh, right, it's that one. And they do have the... Well, we control the war goal at least for the time being, but that is a lot of troops in here. How good is Castile's Miltech, I wonder? They got 18, so they do not have the Miltech advantage, or they don't have the tactics advantage. Oh, next level is going to be new infantry. Well, that does sound quite tempting. Also, it's 10 years away, so not going to get that anytime soon, I guess. So in terms of manpower, we've still got a decent bit of manpower reserves, but we're going to need a fair bit right now. And all of our colonies out here are being sieged down. So we do need to kind of help Castile in all of this. So let's actually go ahead and send this army of Unsung down here. Or Unsung army, I don't know. To help with the sieges at least. Balance is not equal stable. Yeah, that's true. MEIOU is more balanced than vanilla, so yeah. This might actually work. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, bollocks, the expedition lost at sea. Well, that's unfortunate. So how's the... Castile is still without an heir? Ooh, are we going to arrive into that combat in time? I doubt it. I doubt it. Right, well, we'll stop at Arguin. Probably should have started moving earlier, but, like, I was busy. On the bright side, we at least are getting a pretty good amount of money, and the corruption is still going down rather nicely. Another thing that I suppose I could do is maybe expand the bureaucracy a bit further. It does take a little bit of points. It's not too bad. And it's going to add in a bit of corruption, but at the same time, state reach going up is probably going to be fine. Well, the total number for the war. It's roughly equal. I mean, outside has more cannons, but like infantry is about the same. We got a little bit more cavalry, and we got a fair bit more cannons, which is actually mostly my cannons by the looks of it. But like, yeah, it's we have more troops overall, but of course, Fez is not going to send their 6,000 men anyway, so that's already kind of equal. And then looks like Sicily and Aragon are not sending their troops in either, so it's basically just me and Castile. So the numbers are deceiving, to say the least. Oh, and the oh dear. Once you've gone to the Arguin, let's just retreat back a little bit, because it looks like they might be coming up north. And we lost control of that as well. EU4 is perfectly balanced. Just look at how big the big three go. England, France, and Castile. Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, even to this day, I've not actually updated to... Well, technically I did update to the Leviathan patch at one point, because it automatically did that, and then it was just so broken at the time, so I decided to, let's just say, wait, and I didn't really have a reason to go forward yet. So I'm still in the previous patch. I always would like to complain on that statement. I mean, on this patch, or at least in this run, Ottomans have actually been doing fairly well, I would say. At least they've been expanding, if nothing else. Oh, and our troops have arrived in Caribbean by the looks of it. Right, so let's have a look at Ottomans real quick. Oh yeah, they started taking a lot of land in Anatolia as well. And I believe they were fighting a war against... Yeah, they're fighting a war against Mamluks. Which looks like they are winning, just barely. But that might kind of start curtailing Mamluks a little bit. And then Cairo is not going to be... Actually, how much is that in development still? 123. I believe I had development map mode down here somewhere. So Cairo is really massive. Florence is 51. Again. Venice is only 34. What about Paris? 88. And we have, what, 36. Toledo is 48. And Castilla la Vieja is 38 as well. And oh, Granada is only 22. Played the Ottomans and MEIOU. They are more challenging and actual fun. Yeah, that's actually something that I do plan on doing at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do it immediately after this run or not, but at some point I do want to play Ottomans and MEIOU Taxes for sure, because it's quite challenging to start, but it's certainly something that you can kind of relatively easily expand compared to something like HRE. Okay, I'm being chased by 24,000 men. Run away! Can't use Boujadour. If we can get there in time. Okay, they're not seizing me down yet, and Rio de Oro is not a full... Oh, bollocks. Not a full colony. That's gonna be an issue. Also, did we actually get the troops in here? We did. Right, how about you start doing some rebel suppression in this state? It seems like it's desperately needed. Luckily, the rebellion is not going to be a massive one, but it's like the banditry is just massive. I'm not entirely sure if we're even making a dent to the banditry yet. We've got a little bit suppression in there, but the gain is just much more. It's just, there's basically no harbors in here. Oh, invest in... Okay, so Tangier, what is... Okay, 1480 is the ones that we're looking at, so there was not much here. Lisbon got a lot of agriculture and industry. It's actually about 25 ducats total there. Tenerife got a little bit. Zamor... Yeah, it's actually not that much. Not much there either. Arlavento. Oh, it's... Yeah, it's basically nothing. I think it was mostly Lisbon this year. But after the war, getting a fort there, just to have a safe... Do you mean on Rio de Oro? That would actually probably be smart. Oh, they're actually moving back south. Oh, yeah, I still got 22,000 men there. Okay, I think I can start moving south down here. I mean, we do still need to actually colonize this all the way. But like, Boujadour could probably have a fort, if nothing else. I think I'm gonna... Is there any... There's some separatists to the Morocco, but right now I think if we use both of these armies, then we can actually do some damage in here. Like, the enemy still got the numbers advantage down here in the south. Brittany is supporting Fez. You blimey bastards. Oh, they're allied to England, France and Naples. Well, that's a nice little alliances for sure. I will let Castile for 34 months more or less. Soften targets a bit. I mean, I'm at least going to move into Rio de Oro. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to go further than that yet. But I can at least kind of stop them if they're trying to get past us. Oh, right, Castile is trying to take the war goal once more. So how much do we have? We got 19,000. Oh, and Commandant died. Okay, we need to get a new one. Morale of armies would be nice. Oh, that's a spiritually faction. What else? There's the siege ability, which wouldn't be bad. Prestige from land battles, manpower training costs. That wouldn't be too bad. I think we're going to go with the morale of armies, though. That's going to allow us to do a fair bit, and we're going to increase the level as well. Nazi rebels spawning. One of these two. Luckily, it's only 2,000 men. And what army we have here should be plenty. Because we did actually take a little bit attrition on the way down here, so it must be... Well, actually, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, you can blockade more with the high navy tradition. I never realized that. Well, you live and learn. Okay, I think I'm going to move into Arguin. Besiege that. If I can get my troops in down here and maybe blockade this area so that they can't get further north, and that's going to offer some safety for the Spanish. And then that might be good. So Fez, how bad do you get the liberty desire from Brittany? It's almost 50%. I mean, it's mostly still about the enforced religion, among other things. So I don't think Fez is going to be a loyal vassal anytime soon. But eventually we can maybe get that to be a thing. Oh right, they brought in ships here. Are they actually... No, they're not blockading that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of ships around here on the enemy side, is there? I'm going to detach a blockade and go down here. If they push out the ships down here, we can certainly kill those. The turn of the century. Oh. Right, we don't actually have a leader in here. Do I make Mas a leader for this? You know what, Mas, you like colonization? Well, 4 shock, that's actually not bad. Oh, wait, oh! Right, I see what's the problem here. It's not actually connected. And we reoccupy Arquin. We have a bit too much here, but yeah, we can get down there. Do you like a spot of colonizing? I figured as much. We'll get to beat down some natives. And you got there just in time, although we did get a bit of penalty, but I think we are going to win that combat here nonetheless. Yep, there we go. Back to rebel suppression. Yeah, another hobby. Well, then you are in luck indeed. Oh, actually. Oh, we could get a bureaucracy guide. No, we want to get the admin tax to 20 as quickly as possible. Well, that's at least one of the rebellions, but they can spawn another one in about 10 years. Oh dear. Okay, we might be winning this combat, actually. And if the Castilians are indeed sending troops here, well, it's 2,000 men. But yeah, I think this is a victory. Well, we did have a high morale, to be fair. Oh, and whoever's commanding... Okay, this is not a named general, but nonetheless... Got land attrition minus 5% and reinforced speed plus 10%. That's actually going to be really handy in wars like this. Oh, and we should be getting the extra manpower soon enough. Oh, Rio de Oro is now 900 population. Where do we have... Oh, right, we got the colonist in Martinique. That might be a problem. So, as much as I can conquer down here, I will hold the provinces myself, I think. I'm not going to give Castile any more lands. Although, speaking of Castile, do they still... Oh, yeah, still without an heir. They do have a bit more prestige than we do, so let's actually have a look. Would it still be... Oh, it's the end of the year, autosave. Yeah, it would still be someone from our dynasty, at least. And then there's the taxes. So our ship's blockading the ports in here. That's actually going to speed up the sieges quite nicely, I hope. Plus, also, it's going to give us a little bit more money from the blockading, which is definitely not a bad idea. Now, what we got 150 ducats right now. Once we get the Rio de Oro, which is probably not growing all that quickly, is it? Is it? It's not even 20 per year, is it? It's like 15? Maybe a little bit more than that.